Meghans' new desperate moves revealed. The biggest problem is that she's so stupid. Hello, and a very warm welcome back to LVT News. I'm sure most of you have heard the old saying, good comes out of evil. Now, a child without any life experience is going to ask how this cannot be rationalized. Actually, when an innocent person's life is taken by somebody evil, an evil murderer or a mass shooting spree, for example, there's no joy involved for anybody in those situations, especially if the horrible murderer is never caught, and the poor victim's family never gets to see justice. But still, at the same time, there are some social advantages of this old saying. Especially when the evildoer seems to continue to walk free after repeat offenses while being applauded by their little sycophantic team of supporters. Do you remember when people first started sharing their opinions of the duplicitous duo? Well, as it turned out, the British artist Graham Short used to say it pretty clearly. And although the Sugars managed to have him banned from the internet, every single thing that he said has materialized into fact, and actually even worse. And the final insult where Meghan and Harry took things way too far and proved how good can come out of evil was essentially a triple-edged sword. The Netflix docu-series, Harry's book, and of course, the final nail in their coffin was that fake car chase a couple of years ago. It wasn't common to see British journalists sharing their true opinions of Meghan and Harry, but now it's considered normal. And not that many people even. I remember feeling disgusted by how those journalists used to go on and on about how wonderful and refreshing it was to have such a modern, humanitarian and smart royal wife on board to modernize the monarchy. But the Queen was in a very difficult position. Meghan was waving that race card at every street corner. Now, let's see what the Daily Mail has to say about Meghan Markle at this point. Daily Mail published this carefully referenced article by a royal commentator. Meghan Markle has just come under fire for lacking the ability to generate any original story that does not connect to some semblance of her supposed victimhood. She started the chat off by asking what royal free content is making, going to produce her Little Red lifestyle blog, rom-coms for Netflix. It is wonderful to see that journalists are being a lot bolder, but it's about time, honestly. And there's still a lot that they're trying to stay away from. But see, Meghan is a narcissist, one of the worst narcissists probably ever. And they're always going to be architects of their own demise. It's very true that they're incapable of an original idea, and they're always going to copy. What is this evil succubus going to wake up and understand that she is not interesting, she's not talented, she's not approachable, nobody likes her, she's not intelligent, and nobody wants to hear from her or see her or deal with her or watch anything that she believed she had the talent to act in or produce. The only thing Meghan has ever been able to accomplish in her whole life really has been to sleep her way into a made-for-cable B-rated TV show on a B-list TV network through her first husband. And then be so awful and abusive to the second husband that she's basically pushed him over the edge. She thinks that she is so remarkable, but she's not. She's a nobody. There is nothing special about her. She's nothing but a trashy social climbing gold digger. And she managed to land herself a prince with the IQ of, oh, I don't know, maybe a cockroach. She is a horrible, vindictive race-baiting professional victim. She's a malignant narcissist and an all-around dreadful. I would never wish harm upon anybody in this world, including Meghan, but still, at the same time, if I woke up tomorrow and came across a headline saying that Meghan got run over by the same bus that she loves to throw everybody else under, I wouldn't shed a tear for her. And I would say that is what she deserves. That's just a direct reflection of the degree of loathing that I feel for her because she is such a nasty piece of work. And now we're hearing all this news that Meghan Markle has been out on the town. Mine is Harry, of course. Well, I think it's pretty clear what's going on here. She is hoping to weasel her way back onto the casting couch. Well, honey, it's not going to work. But it seems like Meghan is also not the life and soul of any party. I think that she basically crashes any party that she does show up to, and anybody is trying to distance themselves from her as quickly as possible. They are belonging, her name, from their phones. But that's not going to stop her. When did it ever stop her? She is one of those insane people who is just going to bulldoze her way into wherever she wants to be. How dare somebody try to avoid her? She is the Duchess of Sussex. After all, performing artists who are talented enough to become Hollywood celebrities also become very smart when it comes to dealing with people like Meghan stalkers and upstarts who are trying to cling onto them, just hoping for a shortcut. These people know what to look out for. And somebody's always trying to steal their clouds. So they have to be very careful. I can see a pretty amusing situation happening at a venue where that gate crashing Duchess of Duplicity is gonna be put in her. I have a little fantasy. I would just love for Meghan to gate crash a celebrity event and try to pull rank by announcing herself as the Duchess of Sussex. And then for a real celebrity to make her look ridiculous by using some fake title for themselves, like maybe Countess Reese Witherspoon or something like that. I would absolutely love that. Because let's remember, other than professional titles, there are no US peerages. So what's good enough for Meghan is also good enough for everybody else. At a gathering, all top-class actors who earn public respect through talent and hard work, not just telling a